A critical hurricane is approaching. Flooding and tornadoes are devastating. Wildfires are spreading everywhere. We provide fast and accurate updates. Your Hurricane and Storm Center.
U.S. Marine Weather Forecast. Overnight August 7th and Saturday August 8th, 2026, Hurricane and Storm Center. Welcome to the latest marine weather forecast from the Hurricane and Storm Center. Overnight tonight and through tomorrow, August 8th, 2026, conditions across U.S. coastal waters will see several notable variations. Across the northeast coast from Maine down to Connecticut, an offshore trough combining with moist Atlantic air will keep skies cloudy with scattered showers and thunderstorms, accompanied by severe wind gusts, lightning, and seas of 5 to 10 feet, reaching up to 11 feet offshore. The mid-Atlantic region will see cloudy skies with intermittent thunderstorms overnight, but conditions will improve tomorrow with breaking sunshine, south-southwest winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour, and seas of 3 to 8 feet. Small craft should exercise caution near stronger cells. The southeast coast from North Carolina to Florida remains the most unstable region as warm, humid air merges with easterly winds to trigger heavy afternoon and evening thunderstorms. Coastal Florida faces a high risk of localized downpours, intense lightning, and wind gusts up to 35 to 50 miles per hour, with seas running 3 to 8 feet. The Gulf of Mexico will stay relatively stable overall, though heat-driven afternoon and evening thunderstorms will affect coastal Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi, with southeast winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour and seas of 2 to 6 feet, and visibility dropping below 1 nautical mile in severe cells. The Florida Keys and Florida Straits will experience cloudy skies and widespread showers with easterly winds at 12 to 18 miles per hour and seas of 5 to 8 feet. Across the U.S. Caribbean, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands, steady trade winds from the east at 15 to 22 miles per hour will drive occasional showers with seas of 6 to 10 feet. The most hazardous conditions will persist across Alaska and the Aleutian Islands due to an offshore cyclone bringing rain, dense fog, and strong winds of 25 to 40 knots, generating seas of 10 to 16 feet, exceeding 22 feet near the Aleutians, making navigation dangerous for small fishing vessels. Conversely, the West Coast, Washington, Oregon, and California will enjoy favorable weather with clear skies, no rain, northwest winds at 10 to 18 miles per hour, and seas of 3 to 8 feet, up to 10 feet off Northern California. Hawaii remains under subtropical high pressure with sunny skies, brief windward showers, trade winds at 15 to 22 miles per hour, and seas of 6 to 10 feet, and strong rip currents along east-facing shores. Over the next 24 to 48 hours, no tropical cyclone development is expected near U.S. coasts, though heat-driven thunderstorms will persist in the south and rough seas will continue in Alaska. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications for the latest updates. Assessment: 5 to 7 day forecast. International Meteorological Specialist, Hurricane and Storm Center. Based on in-depth analysis from global forecasting models, GFS, ECMWF, and the latest data from the National Hurricane Center, NHC, the potential for tropical cyclone development across U.S. coastal waters over the next 5 to 7 days reveals several noteworthy dynamic shifts. Currently, a subtropical high-pressure ridge controls the North Atlantic and Gulf of Mexico, while heat-driven afternoon convection remains active. No tropical cyclone formation is expected within the next 24 to 48 hours. However, sea surface temperatures, SSTs, across the Caribbean waters surrounding Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands remain exceptionally warm at 84 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit, 29 to 30 degrees Celsius, providing an abundant energy reservoir capable of fueling tropical development. Looking ahead 3 to 5 days, a tropical wave moving off the West African coast is tracking west-northwest as it approaches the warm waters east of Puerto Rico and the Bahamas. This disturbance carries a 30 to 40% chance of developing into a tropical depression, though current track guidance suggests a northward curve away from direct U.S. mainland impacts. More notably, around August 11th, 12th, 2026, a surface trough is expected to form in the southern Gulf of Mexico. Low vertical wind shear in warm waters will create favorable conditions for spin, raising the probability of a weak tropical cyclone or tropical low developing in the northern Gulf to 20 to 30% over the next 5 to 7 days. Meanwhile, Alaska and the Aleutian Islands will not face tropical systems, but will continue to be battered by a series of extratropical cyclones, dipping out of the Bering Sea, bringing gale-force winds of 30 to 40 knots in seas of 13 to 23 feet throughout the coming week. In response to these evolving scenarios, offshore commercial traffic and fishing vessels in the Gulf of Mexico and Caribbean should closely monitor tropical updates starting August 10th to prepare contingency routes. Mariners off Alaska must strictly avoid going to sea when waves exceed 13 feet, and coastal residents among the Southeast and Florida, while not under an imminent hurricane threat, should prepare for pre-cyclonic thunderstorm squalls, producing wind gusts of 35 to 50 miles per hour and dangerous rip currents along beaches.
U.S. Overland Weather Forecast and Outlook. Day and night of August 8, 2026, Specialized Hydrometeorological Forecasting Center. During the day and night of August 8, 2026, overland weather across the United States exhibits a stark contrast across regions under the influence of various atmospheric patterns. In the northeast, a moist Atlantic air mass combined with an offshore trough keeps skies mostly cloudy with scattered showers and thunderstorms, featuring daytime highs of 79 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit or 26 to 30 degrees Celsius, and overnight lows dropping to 64 to 72 degrees Fahrenheit or 18 to 22 degrees Celsius. The southeast is driven by strong thermal convective activity, bringing intense daytime heat of 91 to 99 degrees Fahrenheit or 33 to 37 degrees Celsius with oppressive humidity, followed by widespread evening and overnight thunderstorms capable of producing localized hail and severe wind gusts. The Midwest enjoys relatively mild conditions under the influence of a continental high-pressure system, with gentle sunshine reaching 81 to 88 degrees Fahrenheit, or 27 to 31 degrees Celsius. Cool, rain-free nights around 61 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, or 16 to 20 degrees Celsius. The Great Lakes experience a noticeable diurnal temperature range with intermittent sunshine and highs of 75 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit, or 24 to 28 degrees Celsius, brief evening lake effect showers, and crisp overnight lows of 57 to 64 degrees Fahrenheit, or 14 to 18 degrees Celsius. The Central Plains are blanketed by scorching heat as daytime highs reach 95 to 102 degrees Fahrenheit, or 35 to 39 degrees Celsius, alongside isolated evening heat-driven thunderstorms, bringing a slight risk of weak tornadoes, staying mild overnight at 72 to 79 degrees Fahrenheit, or 22 to 26 degrees Celsius. Most notably, the Southwest remains trapped beneath a punishing heat dome, suffering under blazing sunshine of 100 to 109 degrees Fahrenheit, or 38 to 43 degrees Celsius, exceeding 113 degrees Fahrenheit in desert areas, and muggy nights of 79 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit, or 26 to 26 degrees Celsius. Across the Rocky Mountains, daytime sun brings temperatures of 72 to 81 degrees Fahrenheit, or 22 to 27 degrees Celsius, before late afternoon mountain thunderstorms trigger short but heavy downpours, cooling sharply at night down to 46 to 55 degrees Fahrenheit, or 8 to 15 degrees Celsius. The Northwest maintains dry weather with sunny highs of 77 to 84 degrees Fahrenheit, or 25 to 29 degrees Celsius, and coastal clouds overnight down to 55 to 63 degrees Fahrenheit, or 13 to 17 degrees Celsius, with early morning fog. Along the west coast, morning marine layer fog blankets coastal California before clearing to afternoon sunshine at 70 to 77 degrees Fahrenheit or 21 to 25 degrees Celsius, and cool lows of 57 to 64 degrees Fahrenheit or 14 to 18 degrees Celsius. In Alaska, a North Pacific low-pressure system pushes moist air inland, causing widespread showers and overcast skies all day at 50 to 59 degrees Fahrenheit or 10 to 15 degrees Celsius, and chilly nights at 41 to 48 degrees Fahrenheit or 5 to 9 degrees Celsius. Hawaii sees classic island weather with alternating sun and clouds, brief windward showers, daytime highs of 82 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit or 28 to 32 degrees Celsius, and nights at 72 to 77 degrees Fahrenheit or 22 to 25 degrees Celsius. Synoptic analysis for the next 3 to 5 days indicates that the high-pressure heat dome will continue to dominate the southwest and central plains, pushing temperatures well above historical averages. Meanwhile, a short-wave trough dipping from Canada into the Great Lakes and Midwest will bring slightly cooler air and an increased chance of showers. Thermal thunderstorm activity across the southeast is expected to intensify due to the continuous influx of moisture from the Gulf of Mexico, while Alaska remains locked under a prolonged, cold, rainy, low-pressure regime. In light of these hazardous conditions, residents in the Southwest, Central Plains, and Southeast should take strict precautions against heat exhaustion and heat stroke caused by extreme temperatures. Limit outdoor exertion between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m., stay well hydrated, and never leave children or pets in enclosed vehicles. Communities across the Southeast, Central Plains, and the Rockies should secure outdoor structures and seek immediate indoor shelter during severe storms to protect against damaging winds and hail. Residents in the Southwest and Northwest must strictly observe all wildfire regulations, given the dry, gusty conditions, while travelers in Alaska should inspect vehicle heating systems, tire traction, and lights for safe travel in rainy, low-visibility conditions.
U.S. Land Weather Forecast and Outlook, 3 to 5 day outlook, August 9th to 28th, 2026. Specialized Hydro-Meteorological Forecasting Center. Over the next 3 to 5 days, weather patterns across the United States will remain strongly contrasted under the influence of several summer atmospheric systems. In the Northeast, a meandering frontal trough combined with a weak cool air mass dipping south from Canada will bring slightly cooler conditions. However, scattered showers and widespread thunderstorms will persist, with high temperatures generally around 75 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit, 24 to 28 degrees Celsius. The Southeast remains the epicenter of active weather as a continuous influx of warm, humid air from the Gulf of Mexico triggers intense afternoon convective thunderstorms, bringing a high risk of localized hail, isolated tornadoes, and damaging wind gusts alongside persistent highs of 90 to 97 degrees Fahrenheit, 32 to 36 degrees Celsius. The Midwest and Great Lakes will see increased cloud cover and transitional thunderstorm activity as a shortwave trough moves down from the north, knocking temperatures down slightly to 72 to 81 degrees Fahrenheit, 22 to 27 degrees Celsius, with chilly overnight lows of 55 to 63 degrees Fahrenheit, 13 to 17 degrees Celsius. The Central Plains, and especially the Southwest, stay firmly trapped beneath a stubborn heat dome. Dangerous to extreme heat will continue with highs of 98 to 108 degrees Fahrenheit across the Central Plains and 104 to 113 degrees Fahrenheit in the southwestern deserts, alongside critically low humidity. The Rockies will see recurring late-afternoon mountain thunderstorms that pose a flash flood risk in slot canyons and burn scars, with highs of 70 to 79 degrees Fahrenheit, 21 to 26 degrees Celsius, and overnight lows dropping into the 45 to 54 degrees Fahrenheit, 7 to 12 degrees Celsius. The Northwest and West Coast will enjoy stable, dry, and sunny conditions as prevailing northwesterly winds keep extreme heat at bay, with highs ranging from 72 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit, 22 to 28 degrees Celsius, and morning coastal fog. In Hawaii, a persistent North Pacific low-pressure system will continue to push rounds of cold rain, strong winds, and dense fog inland, keeping high temperatures suppressed at 46 to 57 degrees Fahrenheit, 8 to 14 degrees Celsius, and overnight lows near 49 to 46 degrees Fahrenheit, 4 to 8 degrees Celsius. Hawaii will maintain typical summer weather, driven by steady northeasterly trade winds at 15 to 22 miles per hour, featuring mostly sunny skies and brief windward showers, with highs of 82 to 92 degrees Fahrenheit, 28 to 32 degrees Celsius. Hazards and important advisories. Extreme heat, southwest and central plains. High risk of heat exhaustion and heat stroke. Limit strenuous outdoor activities between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Stay well hydrated and never leave children or pets unattended in closed vehicles. Severe thunderstorms and flash floods in the southeast and Rockies. Be prepared for severe afternoon convection. Secure outdoor objects and seek sturdy shelter immediately when severe weather approaches. Hikers in the Rockies should stay clear of dry creek beds and slot canyons during thunderstorm activity. Wildfire danger in the southwest and northwest. Low relative humidity and gusty winds create critical fire weather conditions. Avoid open flames, observe all local burn bans, and secure trailer chains to prevent sparks. Cold rain and low visibility in Alaska. Drivers should inspect vehicle heating systems, tire traction, and fog lights for hazardous road conditions and low visibility.
A critical hurricane is approaching. Flooding and tornadoes are devastating. Wildfires are spreading everywhere. We provide fast and accurate updates. Your Hurricane and Storm Center.